will move to features of groups. The vertical column in the periodic table starting from top to bottom are called groups. Okay. So there are 18 groups in the periodic table. Starts from here. So this is the first group, second group, third group, fourth. Likewise 18 groups are present in the periodic table. Okay. Due to the characteristic properties of these elements are arranged into groups, and these groups it can be classified into various families. What are they? Let me see now. See here. So this side group number and right hand side family name is given. See the first one. First group elements are called alkali metals. Where is the first group here? So this is the first group, that is hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium. This is the first group element. These first group elements are called the alkali metals. But hydrogen is the first element. Hydrogen is a non-metal. So the remaining elements are called the alkali metals. Come to the second one. So second group elements are called alkaline earth metals. Okay. So where is the second group? This is the second group. That is beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium. So these are called the alkaline earth metals. Next, third one, group 3 to group 12 are called transition metals. Where is group 3? So this is group 3. Group 3, 4, 5, 6 up to this one 12. This group 3 to this group 12. These elements are called the transition elements. Okay. These transition elements are heavy metals. They melt at high temperature and they form colored compounds. They combine with other elements to form more than one compound. Often these third group elements act as a catalyst. Okay, so these are called the transition elements. That is group 3 or transition. Group 3 to 12 are transition elements. Next, group 13. Group 13 is called the boron family. Group 13 is boron family. So this is group 13. Boron, aluminium, gallium, like that elements are given here. Boron is the first member in that family. That is why it is called boron family. Okay. So next one, group 14. Group 14 is called the carbon family. So where is group 14? This is the group 14. So carbon, silicon, gallium, tin, like that it's given. Elements are given here. Carbon is the first element in this family. Okay. So this family is called the carbon family. Next, group 15. It is called the nitrogen family. Where is group 15? So this is group 15. Okay. So nitrogen, phosphorus elements are given here. So nitrogen is the first member in that family. So it is called the nitrogen family. Next one, group 16 is called oxygen or chalcogen. Okay. Where is group 16? So this is group 16. So first member is oxygen. Oxygen, sulfur. So elements are given. Some elements are given, no. So first element is the first member is the oxygen. So these group 16 is called oxygen family. Otherwise we can say chalcogen family. What do you mean by chalcogen? Actually this chalcogen word it was derived from Greek word chalkos. What is the meaning for that chalkos is ore producer. It is a ore producer. Ore producer. Okay. So next one, come to the 17th group. 17th group are halogens. So this is the 17th group. These are halogens. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine. Okay. So these are called halogens. This halogens are actually, this word also derived from Greek word only. Okay, halogens means salt producer. Chalcogens means ore producer and halogens means salt producer. And the last one is the group 18 is called the noble gases. Okay, so this is group 18. This is the last one. So these are called the noble gases, starting from helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. These gases are called, these elements are called the what? Yes, noble gases. Okay, or otherwise we can say inert gases. So these are the features of the groups. Okay, these are some of the families which is present in the periodic table. Okay, so next one in group 3. Actually in group 3, see here, this is group 3. Here lanthanides as well as actinides are present. No, so lanthanides and actinides, they are called the inner transition elements. Okay, so lanthanides as well as actinides elements are given separately. This is fully lanthanides and this is fully actinides, and all the actinides elements are radioactive elements. Okay, so next one, the physical properties of elements such as melting point, boiling point as well as density, it changes gradually. Okay, so next one, the atoms of zero group elements have stable electronic configuration. So this is the zero group elements. Okay, helium, neon, argon, krypton, these are the zero group elements. They have stable electronic configuration in the valence shell and they are inactive in nature. What is the meaning for inactive is, it's having little tendency to react. Okay, chemically, little tendency to react chemically. That is why we are saying these elements are inactive in nature. That is, zero group elements are inactive in nature. Okay, elements in the same group have same valency and they have same chemical properties. Why? What is the reason behind this? This is due to electronic configuration. For example, we can take the first group element. Okay, what is the atomic number of hydrogen? 1. So atomic number of hydrogen is 1. And come to the lithium. Lithium atomic number is 3. Next for sodium 11. And for potassium 19. So this is the atomic number of hydrogen, lithium, sodium and potassium. Now we have to write the electronic configuration for this. Okay. For hydrogen the same one only. And for lithium, how can we write? 2, 1. And for sodium, its atomic number is 11, isn't it? So we have to write 2, 8, 1. Next for potassium, its atomic number is 19. So we have to write 2, 8, 8, 1. If you look at the valency, that is outermost electron, you just see 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. So, all these elements have one electron in the outermost shell. Okay, that is valence electron. Outermost shell is nothing but valence electron only. So, these elements have valency 1. Okay, so once again I will tell you, all these elements have the outermost electron as 1. That is, valence electron is 1. So, these elements have valency 1. Why they have similar chemical properties? What's the reason? Because chemical properties, it depends on the number of valence electrons. Okay. So chemical properties, it depends on the number of valence electrons. That is why these elements have similar chemical properties, right?